All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready. Yellow lady. Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. The open man is Clark, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second down. 5-9. At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Hope. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Down. 70. Indy. Squeeze. Check 2.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Aikman. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And this will be a touchdown. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Aikman will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Hey, Sam off.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Off the play fake, here's Aikman. And it's caught. And he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. It's a quarterback sneak. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Normally when you run that play on 2nd down, you don't expect to be pushed backwards. But the defense got a strong push up the middle, and they'll wind up losing ground and setting up 3rd down.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From a yard out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point safely through, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking for Clark. He's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down. Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half. And he's got a 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Breeze now. And that's complete. It's Green here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. To throw is Breeze. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. So don't say nothing.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he gets it to Bolden. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw is Aikman. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
Ready? 5-9. 7, Mike 57. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for his tight end, Clay. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. His tight end, Clay, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And again, it's Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. It's caught by Aguilar. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Check out.
Now Aikman to throw on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
70 Indians. Set. Check 3. Kill. Go. Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready, yellow lady, 57 to Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Now Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Aikman. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Aikman looking to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hey, rock it. Nice.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Texans 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Hey, easy. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
X3, 218, jump.
Here's Aikman setting to throw it. That is caught by Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Completes it to Aguilar. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Set, ready, 50, plant. Number 53, Mike. Go on. Hey, switch gears.
Now Chubb running right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Green, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Breeze to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
We go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Slam. Check 37. Yeah.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches